Hello. Right here I have grass, I have a pot, and I have weed. Most people recognize these words as nicknames for marijuana. In the United States, marijuana, also known by its scientific name cannabis sativa, is considered an illegal drug. The active ingredient tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, is known to cause psychoactive changes in the brain. It is the most commonly used illegal drug in the United States and recently is creating an enormous debate as people vote to legalize its use. The current trend of states legalizing the medicinal or recreational use of marijuana is growing support nationwide as the financial gain is increasing. But the ultimate cost might not be seen until the future when the social consequences become apparent. Let me explain the history of marijuana in the United States. At one time, marijuana was a legal substance. Before 1910, the hemp plant that marijuana comes from was mainly used in the production of rope, sails, and clothing. According to Panzarella, who has been in the drug prevention field for over 25 years and is the current director of prevention at Pathway to Recovery, Counseling and Educational Services in Hazleton, PA, the FDA's refusal to approve marijuana as a medicine is due to the fact that there are no large-scale clinical studies that prove the benefits of THC or list the short and long-term side effects. Another problem involved in approving marijuana as a medicine is that the primary way of using the drug is by smoking it. Panzarella said that no licensed doctor would recommend smoking a substance as a medicine because the process of smoking is hazardous to a person's health. Many cancer-causing chemicals are created through the smoking process. Also, a doctor would have no way of knowing exactly how much of the drug a person is getting into their system. Our medical system is based on each pill or amount of liquid having the exact same potency. Despite the FDA's refusal to list marijuana as a medicine, 28 states and the District of Columbia have now passed laws that allow or will soon allow marijuana to be used in just that way. In Pennsylvania, medical marijuana will be available next year. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, or NIDA, the term medical marijuana refers to treating a disease or symptom with the whole unprocessed marijuana plant or its basic extracts. Some of the ways marijuana is being used as a medicine is to stimulate an appetite in cancer patients going through chemotherapy and to eliminate their nausea. Marijuana is also being used by people suffering from severe or chronic pain. A major push to use medical marijuana is coming from parents who have children suffering from epilepsy. They are claiming that some chemicals in marijuana are stopping the daily seizures their children experience. This all seems so positive, and many media sites are filling the news with the wonderful benefits of using marijuana. Some people are even claiming that marijuana cures cancer and just about any medical condition you can name. And using marijuana as a medicine is not the only way marijuana is being promoted today. Some states are legalizing the recreational use of the drug. The biggest reason this is happening is because the product can be taxed and that revenue is needed by the states to provide services. According to the Tax Foundation Organization of the United States, selling illegal marijuana can be a $28 billion year gain. This is some major cash coming into states that are allowing the use of the drug. But what are the costs to society? That is what people need to think about before marijuana use becomes so socially acceptable and legal. The social impact of legalizing marijuana involves both legal issues and consequences for our society as a whole. According to Panzarella, these states that have legal marijuana are actually breaking the 1937 federal law. The Office of National Drug Abuse Policy officially stated, in enacting the Controlled Substances Act, Congress determined that marijuana is a Schedule I controlled substance. In 2012, voters in Colorado and Washington State also passed initiatives legalizing marijuana for adults 21 and older under state law. As with medical marijuana laws, it is important to note that the Congress has determined that marijuana is a dangerous drug and the illegal distribution and sale of marijuana is a serious crime. Now you might be thinking that the law criminalizing marijuana should be abolished anyway, so let me present some of the issues that legalized marijuana will cause for society. First, let's take a look at some information and statistics about injuries and accidents. Panzarella stated that many people now think marijuana is not as harmful as alcohol, and that is simply not true. She said the two drugs cannot be really compared. Alcohol leaves the system fairly quickly, while marijuana residues can be detected in the body almost 28 days later and affect a person's days after smoking it. There have also been overdoses from edible forms of marijuana. The Office of National Drug Control Policy lists some statistics on their website. In 2010, 39% of all emergency room visits in the United States that involved an illegal drug was because of marijuana use. Marijuana-related traffic fatalities in Washington state doubled after legalization. During 2013, 8.3% of deaths involved a driver who tested positive for marijuana. In 2014, after legalization, the number rose to 17%. In 2011, approximately 4.2 million people met the diagnostic criteria for abuse or dependence on marijuana. This is more than pain relievers, cocaine, tranquilizers, hallucinogens, and heroin combined. There is huge financial cost to provide counseling to those addicted, as well as offering support to those who lose their jobs, get divorced, or end up with legal issues. Finally, a major flaw in the thinking of those who agree with legalizing marijuana is that teen usage will not increase. If alcohol regulation really worked, there would be no kid in the world getting it, but underage drinking is still a problem in this country. To say marijuana is going to be kept out of the hands of young people is absolutely false. Panzarella also cited statistics that prove teen usage will increase with the legalization of marijuana. In 2014, the percentage of teens aged 12 to 17 who used marijuana in states where marijuana was legal was 7.2%. In Colorado, the rate of usage was 12.6%, and Washington showed a 10.1% usage. According to Panzarella, a teen marijuana use has been linked to poor memory issues, which can be long-lasting, and recent research is even linking to early marijuana use. Relying on marijuana becomes a poor coping mechanism, especially for younger people. Panzarella stated that in Montana, where medical marijuana is available, 20,000 people have prescriptions for it. Of those 20,000 people, 13,000 are people aged 21 to 30 who claim to have back pain. Is this the direction we want our country to be headed? Will legalizing marijuana become a huge moneymaker for states, but cause more social issues that cost us more in the long run? That can be a real possibility. Thank you.